Well, my draft experience was probably a little bit different than the guys today. So I never had any idea I was going to go to Chicago. I did go site visits to Green Bay and talk to Bart Starr and his wife, and then talk to the Chiefs and talk to Bill Parcells at the Giants and Houston, and they all said they were going to draft me. So I kind of had a feeling I was going to go somewhere in or around the top 10. But it was an interesting day because now they fly all the guys to wherever the site of the draft is. And so they didn't do that back then. So we stayed at home, and my brother was there, my mom and my sisters and my mom and dad. So it was great, and had a little kind of get together, hoping I was going to get drafted in the top 10. But we didn't have cable television either. So I think it was the first year that the draft was on television, or maybe the second year ESPN had it on. And so we didn't even know, what was happening, right? We were trying to do the radio, we were trying to do the TV and try to find out. And then it turns out I got drafted on the 6th pick from the Bears, which was really a surprise. But the Bears were trying to call my home telephone, and the phone was busy because my brother was calling his friends at the mill to come over and have a couple beers and celebrate. So when they finally got a hold of me, I think it was the 8th or 9th pick, and I didn't even know I got drafted yet. So a little bit different than today. I was really lucky when I got to Chicago. It was a veteran team. So when you look at someone that's going to show you the ropes, there's a guy named Dan Neal who was a center. But, I just looked up to him because he really showed me, what a professional is supposed to be. Getting up in the morning, being on time for meetings, focusing on what you need to do, being a professional. And I thought that was a very valuable advice, and he was a great mentor for me that first year. I've watched him on TV, and they're pretty impressive with the commissioner and everybody being there and the whole 9 yards, and quite an extravaganza. So, I think it's a great opportunity. These guys have worked their entire lives to get to that moment, and to celebrate it like that is pretty special. And their families get the chance to do it with them. So I think it's great. I like playing in Cleveland. It was just like playing in Pittsburgh, but had orange jerseys on. They very similar folks, people that were hardworking, had great work ethic, and enjoyed football and knew football. So, the dog pound and all that stuff, I really enjoyed. And playing there. That Pittsburgh-Cleveland rivalry I knew so well growing up, knew that you were going to be in there, you better bring your lunchbox. So, it was going to be a tough game. And then I got the chance to play him in my last year in the Hall of Fame game in Canton, which was really cool. And so, all my family got to come and see me play. And my uncle, who was a big Steelers fan and a Browns fan, got a chance to come to the game. So it was a lot of fun. Well, it's such a great honor to be recognized with all the great players that are already in the Hall of Fame and getting that gold jacket. And growing up in Conway, Pennsylvania, and playing at Freedom High School, my goals every year were kind of go to the next level. And when I got to Pitt and we had so many successful teams, and then playing for the Bears, you never really look out that far in your career and say, when you're in high school, I want to be a Pro Football Hall of Famer. You don't even think about that. You think about, well, I want to get a college scholarship. And then after you get in college and you're successful, then you want to play professional football. So I think it was one step at a time. But to be recognized, not only with the guys who are already in the Hall of Fame, but the guys in the class of 2020 and the great players they were, is such an honor. My advice to a player is just work as hard as you possibly can, and enjoy the experience, because it's a once in a lifetime experience. And I think it's just incredible to be in that position. So enjoy it with your family. This is supposed to be, the greatest time in your life. So enjoy it, but understand that there's a lot of hard work down the road as well.